Yeah, and you started to touch on this a little bit, but can you talk a bit about how being an Afro-Latinx identifying person has kind of influenced your experiences on campus and how you see that represented as well?
Yeah, so I think kind of said this in the beginning, but like during my freshman year, I was like more scared of joining just because like I'm also Black, and that's, I don't know, when I think of like intersectionality and being like Afro Latina, I don't think of it as, I don't know how to explain this really, but I don't think of it as like one encompassing thing. I think of it as like I'm Black and I'm also a woman and I'm also Latina. And so like these three circles are me, but I would say like they're not all equal. Like all of my identities, like the sizes is not equal because like my Black experience definitely holds a lot more weight than like my Latina experience because like I'll like day to day on a day to day basis, I experience like being Black more than I would say like I experience being Latina. And the same thing for like being a woman. So um, I don't know, it was just hard for me to balance that because when I like where I was raised in Georgia, it was like a really rural town and very country. And so everything was very black and white there. So I didn't really get to experience like being Latina there. But like when I was in Pittsburgh, when I was younger, everyone was like Latino. So I, it was kind of like culture shock after I moved to Georgia and I was just like Black, but before like I was Latina. And so coming here, I had to just kind of like find a way to balance that and find a way to like come to terms with my identity. Because like sometimes I'd like go to the Mary Lou and I would like just want to be Black, or I would go to La Casa and I just want to be Hispanic. But I had to just find a way to be comfortable like being all of those things and like not trying to force one sort of identity over another. Even though like one experience is more powerful than one experience does impact me more. I think that like coming here, it was just like definitely a way to like challenge me to come to terms with that and like push me to, you know, reflect on like how do I see myself and how do I like kind of categorize my identity. So definitely it was hard for me to I don't know, just join like the Latinx spaces because I felt like you know, like you wouldn't be able to tell really if you see me first that like I'm also Latina. So I felt like I would also be the one to like push that, you know, on people like, by the way, I'm Afro Latina. And so, you know, like coming in like casa, I felt like I would also have to explain myself. But then I realized, you know, like that, I feel like that was more in my head and that wasn't really what was going on. And so I guess during my sophomore year, when more people started recognizing me around the community, like I joined Mi Gente, and I was like on the programming committee, so I was organizing a lot of the events, and I felt like I didn't have to explain myself, even though before, like, I thought I would always have to be like, this is where I'm from, this is where my family's from, you know, here's my whole background story, but now I realize, you know, I'm just comfortable being myself, and I don't, you know, ever have to explain that to people. You know, unless they ask, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I felt like I would always have to like push myself to explain that, you know, even if it was unwarranted. But now I definitely feel more comfortable, and so I don't know. I think it's harder to step into the community, but once I got in there, I felt like really comfortable, and I felt like it was just kind of like second nature being there.